Hi guys, it's Faye and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to talk about editing because I am currently in the first stages of editing for my first book, which is both exciting and absolutely horrific. Basically, to summarise, this book was initially written as a standalone. It's during the editing process has now become a series. It's also I've not looked at this book for over 2 years, so I finished writing it in 2020. And I've not looked at it since, which is because, like, in between actual being terrified that it was going to be awful and then all my dreams were going to be crushed, and just because I didn't know how to edit it. So in more recent years, so like last year, I was looking more into editing, watching people's videos on YouTube. I did oh god, what's it called? There's a website that does teaching stuff. I did one of those things on editing and revisions and whatnot. So I've learned more, but what I have discovered most is that it's a very personal process. So what have I been doing? Well, insert little clip here of me working. Basically, what I'm working with at the minute is I'm going through and reading the book because I can't remember a lot of what happened, as well as making kind of notes as I go along. So I've got a table where I've been filling out for each chapter an outline of what happened in the chapter, what characters are in the chapter, so I can see when characters are introduced, and then notes to myself for when I'm in rewrites. For example, I've got a note about whether, so the romance, which I'm reluctant to say, he calls her by a nickname for a lot of it, and in a later chapter he then calls her by her name Amelia, and I was like, I don't know if he's actually used used her name before, if he's always called her by her nickname that he gave her. So that's something that I'm gonna have to look at again when I get back to it, because I didn't make notes because I didn't know it was coming up, because I've left my book for 2 years. Oh god. So in my opinion, with the incubation period for I've seen a lot of people say that they recommend leaving your book. I personally wouldn't recommend leaving it for 2 years. There are ups and downs with it, obviously, though the positive is that I think I've got 6 chapters left to go through, and the positive is that I'm reading it through and I'm like, okay, I actually like this. Yeah. So there's positive, where maybe I wouldn't have been as thrilled about it if I was reading it closer to when I'd finished writing it. The downside is I have no idea what happened. I mean, I have like a vague idea. I know how it starts, I know the middle point, and I know the end. But just the other day I was reading about the kind of origins of my antagonist, and I had remembered it all wrong. And I was like, wait, what? When I got to the part, and I wrote it. So yeah. In conclusion, I have no idea what I'm doing. I am going through the book at the minute. I'm on chapter 20 of 25. I've also decided I think I'm going to add in an epilogue to help transition to the next book. Not 100% sure though. But I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going through the book at the minute, making notes. And then I am going to start rewrites hopefully tomorrow when I've gone through the whole book. So, as for the progress, I will keep you guys updated. I do have a monthly newsletter on my website, which is in the description down below if you want to sign up for that. I will probably do a little series on here, just with like my progress and that throughout this. If that's what you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments down below. Also, give this a thumbs up if you like this content so I know to keep doing it. If you don't like it, then I won't. Or maybe I will, I don't know. Also, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to know next time that I post. But I know this is a short video. I lost track of time. Anyway guys, I'll see you next week. Bye. If